Hello and welcome to your cards for the week. Today is Sunday, the 16th of May, 2021. And we just have 3 cards out today, so hopefully I will be able to do it quite quickly, but hey, we'll see. Before I start, I would like to ask you to like, share, subscribe. If you like the video, and I'd also like to remind you that I am taking bookings now for my next 6-week online Heal Yourself to Happiness course. It's starting in June, and we cover kinesiology, muscle testing yourself, which we then use in learning the emotion code so that you can release your own emotional baggage and not rely on expensive energy healers. Also, we use the sway testing and muscle testing for the Psych K, which is the belief changing modality. So it's all about mastering your emotions and your thoughts and your beliefs in order to raise your frequency. We look at the map of consciousness in more detail. We look at the work of Byron Katie and how you can heal your relationships. And again, it helps you shift your perception so that you can see things from a different perspective, from a higher level of consciousness, which of course is higher vibrating because it fills you with more love and gratitude rather than negative, lower emotions. So loads of other things involved in the course as well, but that's a quick summary. I'll put the link in below so that you can have a look and see if it resonates with you. It does include a heart wall healing and a soul profile reading, okay? So it's definitely amazing value for money. If you've already had a heart wall healing and a soul profile reading, which many people already have, then I do 2 emotion code sessions in place of those. So please check that out because I'm taking bookings now and I don't go over 6 people because I like to work in small groups to make sure that everybody gets individual attention. And I'm dedicated to helping people on their individual healing journey. And of course, everybody's healing journey is different and unique. And I want to make sure that I can help people and tune into their own individual healing journey. So check that one out. And the other thing I want to tell you is that I got inspired and I have started on my YouTube channel a section which I'm calling Lessons in Awakening. So because the cards are bringing up kind of lessons in awakening, and I felt like I was saying the same thing again and again. And so I will be able to now just refer to whichever lesson in awakening comes up in the cards. Check that out as well. It's just Lessons in Awakening, and I've numbered them all, and so they kind of go in order, although they don't have to, I guess. And I'm going to be adding to those if and when I feel inspired to. So yeah, check those out. I'm quite excited about them, actually. I've been getting a good response already, and I only did them this morning. So brilliant. So let's get on with the cards. Now, card number 1, we have got the King of Swords. Now, I love this card. My interpretation of swords is that it is thoughts and beliefs, which is what it's all about. It's all about shifting thoughts and beliefs. And he, of course, is the master of thoughts. And I like to think that the butterfly at the top is symbolic of the transformation that occurs when you shift your thinking, when you change your perception on whatever situation you're looking at. Like Dr. Wayne Dyer said, you know, change your thoughts, change your life. And it's so, so powerful when you can look at things from a different perspective. So it really is transformative. Traditionally, the King of Swords is about self-discipline and routine. So that's also relevant because following on from last week when we had the Hermit and we were looking at solitude and meditating and going within, this is really a time to establish your self-love routine. If you want to call it a spiritual practice, you can, but you know, whatever, whether it be self-massage or yoga practice, or it might be your qigong, tai chi, walking in nature. I don't know what. It might be a little bit of intermittent fasting or whatever. But whatever it is that's going to raise your vibration, doing something that you love. It might be going for a massage with you know, and making that investment in yourself. It could be just letting your hair down. But whatever it is, it's something that's making you feel loved and nurtured. And so it wouldn't be a bad idea to establish some new routines because we're changing and our vibration is rising, okay? So we basically, if we keep doing the same old, we're going to keep creating the same old, right? And I think we're shifting into creating a new earth, right? So I think we need to kind of change our actions a little bit. So just little bits. We don't need to make big changes. We don't need to rock any boats or anything, but just something that's going to express self-love to yourself. That's the point. What is going to express self-love to yourself? It could be just going out to a restaurant or something. You know, it's that investment in time, your time, money, energy in you. Okay, now he's also symbolic of the strength which comes from mastering your emotions. Okay, and looking at life from a higher perspective. And interestingly enough, I haven't done it yet, but the next Lessons in Awakening video that I'm planning on doing is about mastering your thoughts. I will get that done, and then you can check that out rather than me going through it all now. Okay, so that's a really good card to start off with. It's telling us that we can change so many things, like the way we feel. If we have a negative feeling inside of us, we can literally change that by choosing to view things from a different perspective. Okay, and it's not about changing the truth. The truth is subjective. Okay, what is the most important thing is that you have the highest frequency emotions within you and the highest frequency thoughts. So when you think of thoughts that makes you feel less than good, why do it when you can choose a thought that's going to make you feel better? You're going to say, because it's the truth, but just remember that truth is subjective, because you can just choose to live in cloud cuckoo land. At least your vibrations will be high. Okay, the next card is the Seven of Swords. Now, he is typically about untrustworthy people around you and deceit around you. It could obviously refer to the collective, but this is very much what's in the collective is a reflection of what's within each and every one of us. So very often there is deceit within ourselves. I know that sounds awful and negative and kind of accusing, but to be honest, when we don't think we're good enough to do something, that's deceit. When we don't have the confidence to do what we know is right for us, that's us not trusting ourselves, you see? So very often the deceit can be you deceiving yourself, you telling yourself that you can't afford something, you telling yourself that you're not good enough, you telling yourself that other people don't want whatever it is that you want to do. You know, this is also deceit. Okay, robbing yourself of living in a higher frequency. That's what I'm seeing this card as, because it's come on the tail of this one. So it's all thoughts, and it's about changing your thoughts. Okay, changing your thoughts so that you're vibrating at a higher level. Okay, so have a look at last week's cards for the week, because there was a whole section at the end of that on triggers, understanding triggers, and this is relevant to that. Okay, so that you can change the way that you respond to things. Okay, otherwise, if you're just believing the negative emotions and the negative thoughts and the negative beliefs, it's bringing your frequency down. And we know that your future lies in your frequency. It's all you. There is no one else. So this is another one to come back to. This helped me a lot. Just come back to the fact, the universal quantum fact, truth, that there is no one else. There is only you. And everybody outside of you is a reflection of you. So the people outside of you that you're worried about letting down, or you're worried about looking like a fool, or you're worried about whatever, they're all just a reflection of you. So if you release your self-doubt, then people outside of you can't doubt you. If you start trusting in yourself, the people outside of you will start trusting you. This is how it works. This is quantum, right? This is how it works. So if you start, if you stop criticizing yourself, nobody outside of you can criticize you because there's no reflection. That's why it's so important to work on yourself. I hope that's clear because it's such an important point. And that's how you choose to see things from a different perspective. Okay, the last card for this week, I have got a little note here about mastering your thoughts, but as I said, I'm going to do a video on that, so please look out for it. It will be in my Lessons in Awakening. Okay, otherwise it will just go on too long, this video. And the last card is the King of Pentacles. Now, I love this card. Now, traditionally, this is about building wealth steadily and good advice for careers. But because of my interpretation of Pentacles, it's very much abundance orientated because we're not focusing on money so much, we're focusing on abundance. Okay, we know that if your business is making a lot of money, it's considered to be a success, regardless of whether you're happy, healthy, or in love. Right, so now we're moving forward into the new earth where we're literally creating abundance so that our health, our happiness, being in love, and our financial security is all together. Okay, so I see this card very much as being abundance orientated. So it's about creating your abundance steadily, and it's about good advice for raising your abundance. Okay, because your frequency creates your abundance. So it brings it back to frequency every time. So if you want to know how to raise your frequency, of course, raising your vibrations, it's check out my first book, Heal Yourself to Happiness, which is free to download from my website, which I will put in the description below. And check out my second book, Heal Your Soul, which is, I'll put a link in below for that as well, because it basically helps you raise your vibration. And that is what it's all about from a quantum perspective, because the frequency that you are is the frequency that is going to get reflected back to you. So if you want high frequency people with high frequency emotions and high frequency activities full of love and joy and peace and harmony and all these lovely high frequency states of being, then you need to focus on raising your own vibration. And you can do that by mastering your emotions, mastering your thoughts, and loads of other ways as well. It's all in the books. I hope that helps because it really is focusing on thoughts and beliefs, which has been a lot lately because a lot of people are trying to tell other people what to think and believe and trying to change other people's opinions by telling them their opinion. But what we need to understand is that people's opinions and their thoughts and beliefs resonate at the frequency that they are at, which is why you cannot tell some people, you know, what your truth, because if they're vibrating at this level, and I'm kind of referring to this again, which I've shown many times, but if you have somebody down here in fear, okay, they are going to be, they're going to have fear frequency reflected back to them. So you can't tell them, for example, that the world is a safe place, because for them, the world is a fearful place, because that's what they're creating. So, and if you're looking at somebody with anger, for example, they're very angry about everything. And you're trying to help them not be so angry, but they're not resonating with your truth. Because if you're watching this video, the chances are you're vibrating higher up the chart. So they're not resonating with it. So they're not going to hear you. They're not going to be able to take it on board. So how do we help people that have unhealthy beliefs and fear-based beliefs and angry beliefs? Well, the way to raise their, we can't make choices for them. That's their choice. Obviously, we have to respect that. But what will help and can help is love. Because wherever somebody is resonating on that chart, they will be able to access some level of love. So loving them, giving gratitude to them, showing appreciation for them, making them feel good, whatever boosts them Okay, and being appreciated is one of the massive ways that people are boosted, even if it's just people in shops that you're passing in every day, or obviously if it's people that you're closer to. Just do what you can to make them feel good, okay, about themselves, because that's how they're going to raise their vibration. By raising their vibration, they're going to shift up this chart of consciousness, and that's when their thoughts and their beliefs will shift into healthier, more self-loving, more life-affirming thoughts and beliefs. Okay, so it's love all the way, understanding that your frequency is creating your reality. I think I've said that many times, but I just ended on that one again. So yes, it's all about thoughts and beliefs, and focusing on that and asking yourself, is that thought that I've got, is it expanding me or is it contracting me? And if it's contracting you, can you change it? That's the question. And keep an eye out for my next video on mastering your thoughts. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.